Oh, shit. Hey guys, welcome back to Karting with Chris. Today's video is going to be the Fall 3 pre-final race. Now for today's race, I qualified in 7th out of 9 people, which is really not my best qualifying, but throughout this entire day I was struggling for pace. So there are only 9 people in this race, and going into this race I was thinking it wasn't going to be that exciting, but I was sadly mistaken. I'm not going to spoil it, but it wasn't the most boring race in the world. Now, if you haven't seen my Fall 2 race, I basically was struggling for grip the entire time because my tires were basically dead. So for this race, I got brand new tires. I wore them in before I started the race, obviously, but I've got brand new tires, and hopefully we can get ourselves a good race. So for today's race, I am wearing pink racing gloves for breast cancer awareness. I know it's a little early. You're supposed to wear pink in October, but it's never too early to start raising awareness. Now, for every view I get within the first 24 hours of this video, I will be donating 25 cents to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. And if you have any questions about the charity or you feel like donating yourself, I have links in the description below. So I'm going to slide it forwards. You don't want to see the boringness of a warm-up lap. So we're now on the formation lap here, and we're still in 7th place because the race hasn't started yet. And we are starting on the inside, which will give us an advantage to the people on the outside. So we should gain at least one position, unless we absolutely screw up the start. So we're rounding out the last corner here. We've got cart number 9 in front of us. That is Jamal. And we're going to push him down the straights until the flagman waves green. So we're cruising down the straight here. The flagman waves green, and we're good to go. So right off the bat, we're just going to follow Jamal. We're on the inside. You want to stay on the inside for the next 2 corners. We gained one position. The outside was actually able to hold it very well, so we didn't actually lose any positions. We're behind number 644. This is Aiden. We've raced against him both here and at DKC, so we know he's a good driver. And then coming out of the chicane right here, we can see there's already a bit of a gap to the people in front of us. Aiden's looking for the move through 7. Doesn't quite happen. Going through 7, I was able to catch up. The guy in first going really slow, especially through turns 8 and 9.
Jeez, try the gas pedal, Grandma. It's right there, next to the brake.
Having to coast a lot through here, which is unusual. So not quite sure why everyone was going so slow through there, but thankfully no one got into any accidents. And we're still in 6th position. And throughout this race, you'll see that the people in front of me will be a little bit better on the straights. So going through turn 3 right here, you're going to see me get some catastrophic understeer right there. And that is because of the tires. So like I said before, I am running new tires, but sadly, they were actually making me a little slow because I had way too much grip. I tried everything possible to get, the cart a little looser. But going through turn 3 and some of the other corners, I'd get understeer. And then coming out of the corners, my cart would bog because the engine was fighting with the tires. And so that would really cause me on corner exit. And so at this point of the race, you can clearly see that the top 5, they're still able to hang with each other, but I'm not able to catch up with them, or at least keep up with them. The only thing I can hope is that they start fighting, because although a group of 5 will be faster than just me by myself, the chances of them fighting are pretty high. Now we are in no man's land. Obviously the top 5 people are going to start pulling away because I don't have that sweet slipstream. There are 3 people behind me trying to catch up to me, but as we're rounding up lap 3, we're about to start lap 4, and this is where things start to get a little chaotic. So the top 5 are going through turn 1 right now. Ethan in 3rd place is looking for the move on Ross in 2nd. Jamal's cart starts to bicycle. He goes off into the grass. Ross and Ethan get a little tangled up. Ross goes into the grass. Ethan goes back down into third place. I gain 2 positions. I'm in 4th. And we're a little closer now to the people in front. And hopefully we can gain some positions. Ethan's looking for the move through turn 7 here. He dives on the inside of Aiden. He gets the position, and now we're right on their bumper. So I'm going to show you the replay of that and tell you more in detail of what the heck just happened. So we just exited turn 1 right here. We can see Ethan and Ross are going side by side through turn 2. And then look at Jamal right here. He has 2 wheels off of the ground right here. That's called bicycling. And he has to go off into the grass or else he flips the cart. And then we've got Ethan and Ross getting tangled up right here, going side by side through turn 3. And fortunately, we moved up into 4th place, but those people got sacrificed. So as you can see here, we are directly behind Aiden now, and Aiden is behind Ethan. And the 3 of us can catch up to the guy in first. We're about halfway through the race, so there still is enough laps, but we would have to work together to catch up to him. It's not going to be easy, but nothing ever is easy. So one thing you'll notice is that down the straights, can't really keep up with them. That's something I was struggling through. And you can see it right here, not really keeping up with them. But going through turn 7 here, you can see I'm going to catch up. I think I was a little later on the brakes, and through the corners, I will try my best to keep up with them. So there is the traditional Karting with Chris list of excuses. I'm going to try not complain too much. So we are ending lap 5. We're on lap 6 now, and we're going to see Aiden make a couple mistakes. So going through turn 1, he dips a wheel on the exit. Going through turn 2, he goes a little wide, probably because his tires are dirty, and this will allow Ethan to pull away from him, and he no longer has that draft anymore, so hopefully we can start catching up to Aiden. So going down the main straight here, we still don't have that draft, so we can't quite catch up to him. And then going through turn 7 here, my cart hops like crazy, so you get a bit of understeer. That's not going to help us catch up to Aiden. And then rounding out the last couple of corners here, and we're now on the main straight, and we can see Jamal up ahead. He spun out a couple laps ago, so he's pointing everyone by. Very kind of him. Thank you, Jamal. We are on the second to last lap now, and we still aren't close enough to Aiden to make some moves. So going through turn 3 here, he gets a little sideways, but that's not enough for us to catch up to him. Like I said, down the straights, he doesn't have a draft, but nor do I, so I won't be able to catch up to him. There is no one behind me, so I don't really have to worry about that. Well, Mackenzie's behind us, but she's not close enough to make a move. And then going through these last couple of corners here, we are getting a little closer, but it's still not enough. We're about to start the last lap here, and we're running out of options. The only thing we can do is just keep going faster. Hopefully he makes a mistake. So we're exiting turn 1, and then going through turn 2 here, he goes a little wide again. That's going to slow him down. Still not close enough to him, but we are getting closer. You can see maybe his tires have gone off, and we can catch up to him. We only have half a track left to go, only 3 more corners. We're going to try and brake late. We're getting a little closer. There's 2 more corners left, turns 8 and 9. And he manages to hold them perfectly, and we're going to finish in 4th place. So starting in 7th, finishing in 4th, not a bad result. I'll take it. I'm happy with that result. There were some incidents, but luckily we were not involved in any of them. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I will be donating 25 cents for every view I get within the first 24 hours to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. But that's all I have for today. If you liked the video, please subscribe. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, please comment below. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.